Well, hey guys, welcome back to Love Truck Garage. Well, we're going to power wash this trailer right now, so let's go.
Alright, before we get started, I want to do a quick update on little Bobby's tilt front end. I worked a little bit off and on it, and finally just broke down, decided to cut the bottoms of the fenders off. I didn't really feel like I could invent the wheel again, and just decided to do it like everybody else does. There's really no way around it. The bottoms of the fenders scrape on the doors every time you open and close it, so they had to go. Alright, and with a less than optimal cut line, we'll just bolt that bottom part of the fender to the truck and we'll make it work. I kind of worked on this off and on a little bit at a time between storms, and it's got a ways to go, but it's getting better. The body line is so far off, I almost think the cab has squatted down a little bit due to all the rust. But hey, we're just having some fun with it. Now back to the power washing. Other than the bottom, it became obvious pretty quickly that this trailer was probably power washed a couple days before I picked it up. You really don't see any transformation happening. You'll see at the end it pretty much looks the same as it did when I started. And here you can see how bad that tailgate looks. Fiberglass, Bondo, everything. So that's got to go. Now, one thing about the multicolor paint job on here, it really was hiding a lot of bad body work. So as you can see, it's not in perfect condition. We're just going to try to make it look a little bit better. I have to keep reminding myself that this is just a trailer and it's probably going to live behind my garage most of its life, so we're not going to SEMA with this one. And neither is little Bobby, but if I win the lottery though, it'll be looking better. I did make some progress with the hood, and it's a little bit stronger and lining up a little bit better than it was, but still a project. I didn't film it, but I went at the tailgate with my surfacing tool and got that thing stripped down to bare metal. It's not too bad. I don't really feel like stripping the sides down to bare metal. I think I'm just going to sand them. And here it is all put back together. Pretty happy with it. That's Rust-Oleum satin black, and I'm really happy how the bumper turned out. I used some high performance silver on that. I did grind that down as bare as I could. I'm actually thinking about putting that bumper on my blue 72 so I can tow this trailer. I think I can make that work, but we'll see. So here I am starting in on the side. I'm just using a sanding drum and really just trying to feather everything in. I didn't want to strip it to bare metal. It looked like there was quite a bit of Bondo in the sides. And the thing is, I wasn't wearing my glasses, I was just wearing safety glasses, and later on I noticed how poor of a job I did. I really think Ray Charles could have done a better job. But again, it's just a trailer and it's not going to SEMA. And the other side wasn't much better, and the results were about the same. Not that great. Well, here it is with the sides painted up. Definitely not my best work. I think one lesson I learned was to wear my glasses when I'm doing sanding and stuff like that, because there ain't nothing feathered in on this side. Anyway, I think it looks a little bit better, but we'll keep working at it. Next up, I decided to remove the brake hardware and the shoes and the emergency brake cable and just get all that stuff out of the way. Check this out, I had a few spiders living in here. And check out this groove on the drum on the other side. It's a good thing I took this apart because you can see where these brakes were rubbing when I towed it home from Little Rock. Well, that was the exciting part, but basically it's a freewheeling trailer now. Now, one thing I did, I went ahead and put a ball on my mower so I could move the trailer around easier than Silverado. You actually can't see the trailer from the cab of the Silverado. It sits too low. I'm going to have to figure that out at some point, but if I tow it with the Luv, I should be fine. I decided to weld up where the gas cap used to be and found a nice piece of sheet metal, and we're going to try out that new welder too. I also ground down that body line on the side where all that chipped paint was showing through under the black. Seeing that flaking paint underneath was bothering me every time I looked at it, so it had to go. Alright, so we fired up the old Hobart, and we're going to find out once and for all if I'm a bad welder or I had a bad welder. In the end, I think it's a little of both. I definitely like the new welder though. I really wanted to find a picture from my old trailer where I did this, but I couldn't find one. I really need to work on lining up them dots. Well, I got it all ground down, and some Bondo would really do a nice job here to smooth that out, but I don't do Bondo. Not too bad, but definitely need some more practice. Probably a lot more practice. One thing I forgot to mention, I decided to go ahead and make some tailgate letters. I had some leftover white vinyl, and I just kind of traced them and cut them out with scissors. They turned out pretty good. I was definitely wearing my glasses when I did it. I also went ahead and changed out the shocks on the trailer. I had an extra set sitting on the shelf. And last but not least, I used a quart of Rust-Oleum satin black, and it was just enough to paint the whole inside of the bed. I had about a tablespoon left when I was done. And coming up in the next video, I did pick up a set of 3-inch lowering blocks, so I'm planning on lowering this down like my old trailer was. And maybe I've got a set of wheels to throw on there too.
Well, hey guys, that's going to do it for this video. I do appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.